Bro, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he was dead.
Damn, that's crazy. Wait, but like, how did it happen?
Okay.
Though? Yeah,
Let me retrace.
Yeah.
Let me take a couple steps back for you.
Okay, let's see.
So I was driving home. It was a late night. I went to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Went to the gym. Then I was actually driving past your place.
Mm.
And then I was headed back home. Because that night I was at my uncle's place.
Hey, whereabouts, like near my place, was it?
So basically at the intersection, as soon as you exit your street, you know at the corner there's like a big fire brigade?
Yeah.
That's where it was. So I was heading home, and it's just about midnight, right?
Mm.
A few minutes past midnight. And I see up ahead, like 50 meters up ahead at the intersection, a bike rider. Got the hazard lights on.
Shit,
No one's on the bike.
Yeah.
And he's standing there on the phone. So I'm like, oh shit. He must have crashed, must have picked his bike up. Damn. You know, I crashed last year. I'm not just gonna drive home.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I went up to him, even though it's late and I had things early morning the next day.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, who cares? You know? So I went there, out of my way. I was like, quick, let me help him, you know?
Yeah.
I sped a little bit and I did the U-turn. I quickly came back, I stopped the car. So as I'm pulling up to him, this is all, the next few segments all happened within a few seconds,
Yeah.
you know? So this is what happens as I'm pulling up right next to him. As I'm
Guy
coming,
died, that's crazy. Yeah.
as I'm coming, right? I can see the bike is perfectly fine, perfect condition, right?
Well, that's weird then, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
that's really weird, right?
If the bike's, yeah.
Exactly. So he's standing there with his helmet off and he's on the phone to someone. I'm suspecting either cops or ambulance, whatever. And then, as soon as I'm pulling up, someone, another, like a driver by, he's stopping as well.
Yeah.
Because he saw that guy at the same time. So he
yeah,
wanted to help as well.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So he was pulling up as well. So we're both pulling up. And this is at the middle of the road, on a road which is 70 speed zone.
Yeah, so
in the middle of the road. So we're putting
What time was it? Like,
just past midnight.
okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roads will be like chill.
Like
so there's
no one's there, but still,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of at the top of a hill as well. So if you kind of are far away, you wouldn't even see us.
Really?
So it was a bit
crazy,
dangerous
yeah.
as well. Anyways, we're both there, both of our cars with the bike rider, and we all three vehicles have our hazards on now. As soon as I even open the door to step down,
Yeah.
the cops are already here as well.
Oh, it's already there? Oh,
So they're
perfect,
already
yeah.
there within a few seconds.
Yes, I wonder how they died there if the cops are there.
Yeah, so here's what happens. It wasn't, they must have already been in the area because, you know, they came so quickly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the guy's still on the phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it can't be the police station still because how did they already come? So I think they were just driving past and saw us and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so that happened. And then they get up the car, you know, two officers, two guys, and now it's two officers, the bike rider, me, and the other bystander.
Oh, shit.
Right, then I'm walking
Bro,
closer.
it's like a whole crime scene.
It's a
here,
whole
man.
crime scene, bro, I'm
Shit.
telling you. So I'm walking a bit closer. I'm like, what's this big object, a plastic bag looking on the floor? It was really, it was
Holy
suspicious. It was like almost a meter long, right?
Yeah.
Walking closer. It's like this, I don't even know how to describe it, you know? It was very late night. I don't think there was even a street light. And I get closer. Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. What happened?
You know what I saw?
What?
A dead guy. Fucking dead guy.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
A dead... Outside my house?
Outside your house.
Oh, shit. Nah.
So basically,
I'm scared,
it's
man.
like this Eshe looking dude,
Okay.
probably between his late 40s to early 50s, you know,
Yeah.
full white hairs and all that.
Is you know what happened to him? Or just...
No, I'll get there. It's interesting,
okay.
right? So he's there, and the reason why I was thinking he's dead before anyone said anything
Yeah.
is the way he's laying down there.
So was he like eyes open and like that kind of thing in the movies? Oh,
So
shit.
he was lying on the ground like he fell over.
Yeah.
Not like he's being stupid and he's purposely lying down.
Oh.
It's like he actually fell over.
Yeah.
He's lying there, his face up, lying down, and his eyes are wide open.
Shit.
His mouth is wide open. The cops are like, hey, tapping him, like, wake up, buddy, wake up. And he's not responding at all.
Damn.
So if your eyes are open,
And your mouth is open.
and you're
in
not
the middle
responding,
of the road. Yeah, exactly.
like if your eyes are open, that means you're looking. You can't be asleep and your eyes are open.
like-
It's impossible.
yeah.
Even if you're knocked out cold, I'm pretty sure your eyes have to be closed.
Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Especially with your mouth wide open.
It's
like,
like-
exactly. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Was that your first time seeing a dead body, like
Oh man.
on
I
the
think
street?
it
Yeah,
was,
fuck, that's crazy. Yeah.
And basically, I was like, okay, cops are already here. There's another guy helping as well. I've got things in the morning tomorrow. It's late.
Yeah.
Let me just head home.
Yeah.
So I stepped down to help, and within 10 seconds, I already went back.
Yeah. So it was just like driving by, seeing what happened, kind of
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Fuck,
crazy.
bro, that's
you know?
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because is it the same in the movies? You know, like when you see like a dead body, does it like hit the same, or like does it prepare you to actually see like the actual thing? Or
Because here's the thing. See, 90% I'm sure he's dead, but there's that 10% he might not be.
he might.
Because
Okay.
as
yeah,
I was
see.
driving past,
Yeah.
I think I saw him kind of move his arm, but I'm not sure, you know.
Yeah. Not sure. Yeah.
There's a slight chance he was really super knocked out, blacked out, and
Yeah.
unconscious. Or you know, like you can die for a few seconds and then you
Come
kinda-
back to life.
Yeah,
and
yeah. So
like
who
you
knows?
met God or something, came back.
I mean,
Anyways,
yeah.
bro, that's a crazy story. Fuck. Just in my end, I haven't really done much. Just preparing for my placement coming up for school and whatnot. But I did
Yeah.
attend a few concerts actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you told me about them, but see, I'm not really into that scene.
Yeah.
I appreciate the Korean fashion and the TV kind of drama they have there.
Yeah.
It's the best, top notch.
Mm.
But music, I've never really dabbled into that. So
Yeah.
tell us about who did you go and visit
Yeah.
and what was it like?
So pretty much, I went on both accounts with my girl. So we went
Yeah.
to watch Hojin. So
Okay.
I still remember actually, because the first time that I actually discovered this guy was in like year 11, coming into year 12.
11, okay.
Oh,
so almost 3 years ago or something?
Yeah. So at the time, he was like super underground. Like I'm telling, like he just came out with some stuff. And there was this one song that like really vibed me back then. It was called "Pick Up the Phone."
Pick up the phone, okay.
Yeah, baby, you know, something like that.
Okay. So like, what
And-
would you describe the genre like?
It's kind of like R&B, but like nightly R&B, like winding down.
So not that cheesy K-pop that everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Korean music.
It's he's Korean Canadian or like Korean American, I
Okay.
think, but he's not like K-pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he, I'd say his music's very much the same as you could say like Chase Shakur. Have you ever heard of him? Or
Not
like
sure.
Brent Fayez?
Ah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So
Very chill.
kind
type,
of like
yeah.
that, but he's got a little personality and flair to the way he sings, the way he performs.
Okay.
But enough glazing. But it was a really good experience. We actually sat or like stood really close.
Really?
So for me, I'm like, holy shit! Like this is a guy that I saw or like discovered in year 11, year 12, and here he is now, like a meter
It's
in
like
front of
through
me.
your headphones, and now it's like in the
Yeah,
flesh.
like literally
Like
in front of me,
half a meter away.
Yeah. It was so cool. He sung like so good. He was really amazing to watch. And if the ticket was only like $70, I was like, bro, this is steal, man. Fucking
Damn.
loved it.
I mean, you're paying for an experience, you know. so
Exactly, yeah.
100% worth it.
And then the next concert I actually watched, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, was aespa. So
Okay.
they're like a Korean K-pop girl group.
Okay.
I haven't been to many. I've only been to perhaps maybe one other K-pop group, which was called Twice. Yeah, again, they were really cool. Every day, like, I'm starting to dabble a bit more into K-pop and stuff like that, and kind of adopt the style, the fashion scene, the music. Honestly, it's really good because it brings a lot of positive energy, I guess, especially for me who's always studying and in a slump in a hospital or whatever, you know. It kind of brings out joy and kind of stuff.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but I get that vibe. Was it your girlfriend who introduced you to all this, or were you already into it? Or tell us about that.
So pretty much like my girl, she had introduced me to K-pop, and obviously the first names that come to K-pop was like BTS.
Yeah, of course, the
like,
big ones.
Yeah, like Psy, the guy that did
Blackpink and whatnot.
Gangnam Style and all that stuff. So it's like they're very big people who are a part of the entire K-pop scene. But
it's like if you say, oh, basketball, oh yeah, Michael Jordan. Like,
exactly,
like,
yeah. So they're like really big artists from that genre. But the deeper you go into it, the more things you can kind of like, more groups you can discover.
Like sub-genres.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like-
Sub-genres, subgroups, freshly like groups that came out. For example, a group that I'm like really into at the moment, and like I love their music. It's called New Jeans.
New Jeans? Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know them.
Yeah.
Did they make that song Ditto?
Yeah. Stay on it.
And then there's another one as well.
It's like Supernatural, was it?
No. There's another one.
Was it
But
Super
yeah.
Shy?
I can't remember.
Super Shy. Super
No,
Shy.
there's another.
Oh, nah.
I think it's New Jeans, and then the song is also called New Jeans.
Oh, new hair, new tea,
Something
new
like that,
jeans.
I don't know.
Oh,
But
whatever,
anyway, yeah, I've heard of them as well.
I feel like because their style is very Y2K, retro 80s, and the music behind it and the the musicality behind it, is really. They use a lot of like different sounds to create beats, and I'm not saying other artists don't, but they do it
it's like
in
a
a way
refreshing
that's
taste.
kind of reminiscent of that like 2000s R&B
2000s
era.
with like
Yeah.
a refreshing hit to it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then yet one thing that I really didn't know is try and guess how old they are.
Okay. So how many people are there?
So there's 5 members.
Okay. Well, I know Asians. Let me calculate this.
Yeah.
Asians, they look very young
Yeah.
compared to what they are.
Mm.
If you're saying guess what they are,
Yeah.
that either means they look very young and they're actually old, or they're actually very, very young. I'm gonna go with they're freshly teenagers and they're around 18.
Yeah, facts.
Actually.
Yeah. So these guys have made every song in their albums that they've put out are all hits. And the youngest of them, I think, Hayen, I think she's around 17, 18.
So she's
Like
we can't go near
yeah,
her.
exactly. Bro, but people like I get whatever. But it's and then the oldest of the group, her name's Kim Minji. She's only 20. So
Wow.
so she's 2004, just like me. And I'm like, bro, you know, like Olympians, K-pop idols. How old are they? My age. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Because that reminds me, I was watching the other day, some of our bros, you know, we were watching the finals. I think if I remember right, it was Japan versus China, and it was Olympic table tennis.
Oh shit!
And
Is it Paralympics or the Olympics?
No, the actual Olympics.
Oh, okay.
It was like the female group, I believe.
Yeah.
And one of them, I think, was 16 or 15. I was like,
Jesus.
whoa, like
That's crazy.
representing a whole country.
And she's that young.
And then like a team player, 'cause
Yeah.
it was doubles,
Mm.
so 2-on-2, and
Yeah.
her partner was like triple her age, like.
Jeez.
And I was like, whoa.
Honestly, there's a lot of young people that do so many great things, and it just goes to show, and it's very comforting, maybe for people that are younger, that like you guys can achieve a lot.
Of
You
course.
guys with effort and dedication, and of course opportunity and kind of resources does play a thing. Like it shouldn't limit you, you know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
You know,
not,
for
of
us,
course
we're
not.
still like new as hell, yet we're like using the surroundings, using things, using what we have to kind of publish and make content. And I don't know if you know, but there was the first gold, maybe not the first gold, but like one of the most recent golds for Philippines.
Oh, what sport?
Carlos Yulo in gymnastics. So this guy, completely unfunded by the country, all himself, all this.
like
He won the first gold medal for
Wow.
Philippines in that sport. And
That's crazy.
he grew up with pretty much nothing, you know?
did it all on his own.
And to rise the ranks on an international level and become a hero to so many like young Filipinos back at home over here is crazy. And it's just like to say, it all really just matters up to you and kind of the things that you're willing
There
to
you
do.
go. There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? It's
Comes
like,
down to that and eating your greens and veggies.
but in a case of all like making things, doing all this, let's talk about fashion.
Oh,
'Cause
yes,
that's-
please, hubba hubba.
Because that's something that you and I have actually have had a lot in common over the
Had
years
a
that we've known
journey,
each other.
bro. Forget common, like we've had a journey. Because you see these kids these days, you know, on those "How much is your outfit" videos.
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
12, 13, and they have like fully Rick Owens dripped out.
Yeah.
Like, the actual fashionista fits. Because I hate using that word fashion because it's subjective, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like they're well dressed and they're just, you know, such young people.
chilling on the street.
And
you
I'm
know?
like, whoa, us?
Mm.
We had one of the best evolutions. Like, I'm not saying, because I'm saying fashion is subjective, guys. There's no good or bad.
Good, bad,
you
you
know.
shit, you look ugly, you know.
There's their own look, and there's categories, subcategories in each look. There could be goth, then there could be like punk goth, then there's like, you know, so with all those levels and all, you can't really compare fashion.
Yeah.
But you can definitely make it better. You know? You can definitely see when some even if it's a simple fit, you can elevate it by doing these
Just
little
a bit
things.
more
You know?
and tweak things.
Exactly.
Try different colorways. You can try have the same color.
Whether it's
And-
adjusting
yeah,
the
yeah,
size
exactly, yeah.
or adding accessories, you can elevate your style.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I know, guys, we wanted to actually touch on that today.
yeah.
And like, once again, putting that out there as a disclaimer, by no means are we fashion gurus
Yeah,
or
yeah, hell
are we
no,
claiming
yeah.
to be the best dressed.
Yeah.
But this is just from our own journeys that we've been on.
And they're things we've grown up with, you know, because
Exactly.
everyone in this world, you know, us, people in the city or like on the other side of Melbourne, like they all have different influences, different cultures, different like self-identities or whatever, you know, like which can influence how they dress, what they want to wear, what they think is cool. And yeah, honestly, it's
Like,
such a broad...
you might love, you know, NBA.
Yeah.
Like your whole fashion is about like sporty, athletic clothing.
like there's like jerseys and stuff.
Jerseys,
yeah.
but all like, you know, Tech Fleece and Nike. You're mainly wearing those like sports brands, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, your lifestyle and what you're into is a major play.
Exactly, yeah.
But one thing I can confidently agree in myself, and I've seen in Ray for sure, is we've learned over the years of extreme mishaps, and we can I think we can confidently kind of dress in any lane. You know,
100%,
we can dress it up. We can go casual. We
formal.
can dress for the occasion.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that is one very good thing, one skill that we've learned over the years. But why don't you start off? You know, how has your journey started from teenage, young, 12, 13-year-old Ray? How did you used to dress?
Yeah.
How are you dressing now? And what took you from that level to this?
Like, to kind of start off my like whole intro into fashion, back when I was a kid, I didn't really care about what I wore. It was always, my mum would always have something for me to wear for the day, whether we're going out, whether we're at home. And I think it hit me that I wanted to be independent in what I wear when I was around maybe 10 or something.
Wow, that's really young, actually.
Yeah, it was, I think, it came to the time where we were going out to like dinner and mum pulled out a fit and I'm like, I want to wear something else.
Screw this shit.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying she had bad taste, because when I look back at the fits I wore back then, I was like, damn, I look good.
Yeah, you want to dress like that.
Yeah,
again.
exactly, yeah. But I kind of wanted to have my own independence in a sense. Well, back then it was like really shallow. Like I wasn't dressing up for a purpose. I wasn't trying to look good. I just wanted to wear something that was comfortable. Because the things my mum would give me were like tight jeans and was really uncomfortable. Tight shirts that didn't fit me because I was a chubby baby.
Well, what's like the typical outfit that you would wear?
Like at home or going out? Like
Both.
but so going
At home,
out,
shopping center,
yeah.
and party. Let's do those three.
Those two back then. So
At home, shopping center, and party.
So the thing is, there wasn't much rotation or like there wasn't any like specifics into what I wore, just because back then I feel like my parents didn't really have like the money to spend on clothes, on like things to try and match this. So it was kind of just wearing whatever and whatever looked good.
Yeah.
But it was just a casual like tight jeans, t-shirt that looked pretty cool, and then just like sandals. Just because back then in Australia, around like 2012, 2011, it was like, I think it was pretty cold, and like, and yet it was really hot at the same time. So it's like wearing jeans to stay warm, but then keeping your toes out because it's hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so being a kid, kind of just like delving into, you know, like what I wanted to wear. But for me, the biggest break was probably year 9. As you know, in year 9, we kind of had a like little experimentation era going on.
Mom, more grown up, like.
Yeah, growing up.
What sort of brands were you wearing?
Honestly, I would take influence from the things that you were wearing. So Nike,
Really?
Adidas. I tried to get my hands on like designer shit. I was too broke for that.
Yeah, I think we all had a phase where we just love that designer shit.
Yeah.
And we just go
Like-
on every site possible to buy the fake
like
shit.
that.
And then, like, we know it looks fake, and we know others know they know, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like just to kind of fit in.
Yeah,
We've all been there, you know?
Because I still remember those times when I wore that Balenciaga sock shoe, and you let me wear it because it was his shoe. So like I was like, and then and he let me wear it for one day.
Well,
at
don't throw me
school.
out of the bus like that.
So so he let me wear it for the day, and I wore it to school. And people were like, bro, like those are fucking like those are so cool. Like,
$800 for retail.
$800 retail.
I was
and
just like
I
year
felt
4
like
guy
the
wearing it.
flyest fuck out there, man. I was like, yo, I got crepes on my feet, which cost a band, bro. What you gonna do about it, you know?
I take it off my feet.
And yeah, just like, which kind of led into what because when I was wearing those, I felt good. People were giving me attention. People were doing all these things. They're like, whoa, that's really cool. Which kind of, when I look back at it now, retrospectively thinking, I was like, why am I wearing these things? You know? Like, and I think because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. It makes me become someone who, although I'm not that someone, it brings me one step closer to that person that I want to be. And which is why I feel like fashion is such a powerful tool for people, because it empowers them to dress how they want.
Oh, 100%.
Heck, if I had the money, I would spend like so much money on like buying clothes which look like from like Dune, like the movie. You know? I would dress like a knight from like the 1700s, bro. But I'm broke, so I don't have money to spend.
Dude, funny story about those shoes as well. I felt this exact same way.
Yeah.
You know, the day I got them. So, funny story about those shoes. I used to wear them as like gym shoes to school.
Oh, shit,
Basically,
yeah.
you know, you have the PE class.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
when I bought them fresh, you know, I pulled them out to school in the
Yeah.
dust bag and everything. And I wore them to PE class.
Yeah.
And this was, for me, it was year 9. Or year 9 or 10. I think, yeah, year 10. No one really is into fashion that much, or designer that
Back then,
even
yeah,
knew
yeah.
Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Only a few selected kids. And they're like, whoa, like, what is this? It looks like a sock.
Yeah.
And I loved that drug of attention.
Exactly.
After I wore them.
Attention's the thing that drives people.
Whether people thought they're ugly, whether they thought they're really sexy, or whether they looked up at me for spending a lot of money, or whether they thought they're fake, like whatever the reason, that attention you get, whether good or bad, it feels like, you know, you're a hot girl at the club with minimal clothing, and that's why they go, you know?
Yeah.
They just want the attention.
Hot girl era, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
So I kept on I wore them so
socks,
much.
Yeah.
And, you know, they crusty as hell now. I threw them out.
I still remember seeing them. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, what the fuck happened to those?
I think in the hot sauce video you can see them in the background.
Oh, okay.
And they're so, like, they're literally crunchy now. Like,
Oh, shit.
it went bad.
Hey, but I guess that's what happens to shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
But kind of back to my stories, after all that stuff in year 9, it was senior year high school, I think, was my peak in fashion.
Oh, really?
That's when I kind of was like so into it. I tried for modeling things.
I remember that.
I was such a, I possessed such a like artistic mindset where I would express things in different ways. I would wear so many things, and I'm not trying to brag here, but like,
But you were known as that, like Rainier as the fashion god.
and that's, I mean, not God, but like people like told me that, like
Yeah, of
that,
course.
like
You did have.
in school, you know, people say like, bro, like, whenever there's like a dress up day, like people know you're gonna be the one that's the most dressed up. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, and it's like you had to force yourself to do better and better and better
Exactly.
each time.
And but the thing that came to me was like, I wasn't, although back then in my younger years, it was because I wanted the attention. Nowadays, as a senior, I was just doing it because I just felt good in it.
Yeah.
I
like,
wasn't
yourself
dressing
up
up all
shit.
this way because, like, I know like those boys are gonna say like I'm the flyest, or like those girls are gonna think I'm like cute or whatever, you know. I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it because like I wanted to express myself and be different, you know what I'm saying? And it worked out a lot because over time, the people that I met, they were always like complimenting on my style, on kind of the way I dressed. And back then I was like, it wasn't intentional, but I was just like, I was starting to think like, is this whole fashion thing like really working out for me or whatnot? And I tried to do like these modeling jobs, and I did a few actually, mostly for local things like my friends' brands and stuff like that. And I signed with an agency, but it didn't go all too well actually. And kind of after that, my whole fashion thing just stopped. And honestly, nowadays I'm slowly starting to pick it back up. But
sure,
I know that I'll never have the same passion or thing that I had for it back then. Just because now, being an adult, there's so many things you got to consider and stuff like that. But it's one thing that I really love about myself, that I was able to feel like myself being a senior. I was able to express myself and not feel the weight of like, oh, people are going to think I'm weird if I do this, etc. So
see, another hot take for you is, see, when you're in school, like when you're in year 12, half of your life that year, you're in school uniform.
Exactly.
And these fashionista fits are just going to be for a few hours that one day for free dress.
Exactly.
So it's fine. You can do the craziest shit. But now that there is no uniform and this is the drip every day, every minute of the life. Now it's more about comfort.
Comfort, exactly.
Exactly.
Because there are some days which I feel like I just want to wear sweats, like a comfy hoodie with some baggy sweats and just my clogs. But even then, it's just like you can see the whole like transformation of fashion. Because I think for us, we've seen it firsthand, especially in this generation, how dressing up to like look sick and fly is just like a normal thing. People back then, if you were some average Joe looking guy dressing up in Y2K with a bunch of chains on and stuff like that, people would think you're like trying too hard or whatnot. Whereas nowadays you can wear the most like out of this alienistic world stuff and people would think you're sick. People would take photos and be like, yo, this is the sickest fit I've ever seen.
Here's another hot take. See, and I told you about Love, Live, Serve, and I told you about Strawberry Park, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to that, but this is something they mentioned. Rhino actually mentioned this, Ryan. So when you say that, right, because I noticed this today and I've noticed it a lot recently. When you dress a certain way, people kind of categorize and treat you in that way. So I'll give you an example what happened today when I was...
So they treat you differently kind of thing? Okay.
So I'll give you... We can go into a lot of examples. I'll give you one of today when I was at uni.
Oh shit, okay.
Right, so I was in this networking class.
Yeah.
You know, it's all computer based and it's quote unquote nerdy class, right? Tech. And there was this guy who was quite well dressed and he kind of had this look aesthetic, like a roadman aesthetic to him. With the whole outfit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, of course I'm not judging, but in the back of my mind I'm like, what is this supposed roadman doing in a nerdy tech class, right?
I see.
And now going on to Rhino from Strawberry Park, Love, Live, Serve.
Yeah.
Of course, if you see a girl in scrubs, you're gonna assume, oh damn, does she work at the dentist or a hospital? If you see someone with a hard hat, oh, is he in construction?
Yeah.
If you see someone with a high vis vest, like,
because you associate these things with the
exactly. So I'm not judging, but not everyone is like me. You know, people do judge. So you got to understand when you wear a certain type of fit, people will categorize you in that.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's, you know, going into that $2 Asian store, and if you're dressed a certain way, they actually might be suspicious, and follow you through the aisles. Is this potentially dresses like a thief? Whatever that means, but you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? If you wore a suit and you went to the same store, they wouldn't, you know, buck an eye.
Exactly, and kind of, I totally agree with that take, because it's like people judge on appearance, you know, and I think that's one thing fashion is slowly like delving out of. They're slowly like turning it back into like, okay, because you'll have, you know, as you said before, like nowadays we prioritize comfort over style or practicality. Now someone could be wearing like baggy shit, you know, like look homeless. Yet they could be the richest person in the room.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, it's just another like transformative effect that you can actually see, because there's a saying nowadays. It's like, you know, your fit is good when people start calling you gay, or they start calling you a homeless,
Or emo.
or your parents start shit talking on you. That's when you know that your fit is lit.
Exactly. That happens to us all the time. Right? And back on that judgmental thing,
Yeah.
I've experienced this a lot where, you know, for example, you'll be at a party, formal event, like a wedding.
Yeah.
You'll be fully suited up, of course. And these guests that you may be seeing for the first time, they're personifying you as this person, right?
Yeah.
Clean cut, suit, tie, all that, right? And then a month later when they see you at the gym or at the shopping mall and they're like, oh, now he's wearing baggy shit with like leopard print. Like, whoa, like Jamy, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the same person. Do you realize that? Like, it's just, I can change my style, you know?
Exactly.
Just because I wore preppy one day doesn't mean I can't wear jock the next day.
Exactly.
You know? So that's one thing I like to do a lot.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a lot of people can. Is you gotta, to elevate your style, you kinda gotta fit in all the lanes, you know?
Exactly.
You can't just go from work to home, staying in the right lane forever. Like, you gotta dodge the cars and get in every lane.
Exactly.
You know?
And one thing that, like, you also gotta have an open mind to it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
when you can't really blame people for thinking in that way, but sometimes when you perceive fashion, and like, you'll always think of Vogue, those models that look hella thin, or like those guys with six pack, whatever. But fashion's just like more than that, you know. There's streetwear fashion, there's fashion in the studios, is, you know, everywhere, and it's kind of like there's so much more to it that people will only look at it from one lens. Yet they are kind of ignorant, or they refuse to see it from other lenses. They're like, bro, why are you dressing like that? Or like, why are you trying to start a brand for this kind of niche? Like, everyone thinks it looks shit. It's like, bro, there's a reason why, and there are reasons why people are into it, you know, because it appeals to them. Fashion shouldn't just appeal to you; it appeals to everyone else. That's why people partake in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I don't know. It's like, again, I was just saying before, it's like really interesting to see how much fashion has evolved.
Yeah, for sure.
From being a thing that's, you know, like, from being a thing that's in people's cupboards to actually like seeing it like transform people and change them mentally, physically, everything.
Exactly. And it's how you wear it, as I was saying.
Exactly, yeah.
Whether it's, you know, cuffing up your jeans or using a shoelace instead of a belt. So it's small things like that. So I would say, like, to my story now, my journey, a bit of a tease is, I used to, like, my typical outfit when I was an adolescent teenager was, I would say, but up till probably year 10 or so, I didn't give a shit, you know.
I see, yeah.
Especially even before that. My typical fit would be a pair of shorts from either Kmart or Target or Big W. And for some reason, I used to always wear boat shoes. You know what they're kind of like loafers, but they just slip them on. There's no shoelace.
Oh, okay.
So those boat shoes and those shorts, and then like any t-shirt, but it was typically like a polo t-shirt, like a button-up polo tee.
Yeah.
And that was my typical like outfit anywhere for any occasion. And it was just pieces that either my mum or my dad bought, and I had no thought. You know, just it fits. I'm gonna put it on. That's it. Like, the streetwear top half and the boat shoes bottom don't even match. It will be like pink shoes and green shorts and a black tee. Like, it's no coordination, no drip, nothing.
But then nowadays, I'll be fly as fuck, you know?
But I didn't care. Like, it's not like I was, oh, what am I doing wrong? I didn't care. I didn't even know about fashion, and I didn't care a single bit at all. Then as I got older, you know, getting more exposure, more free dress days at school, I was like, okay, instead of these, you know, big
outfits,
big t-shirt, big brand, and then any jeans and whatever, Nike shoes, I'm interested in elevating. So I know my journey, how I did that YouTube.
I see.
YouTube and Instagram. So whether it's looking at the celebrities that I looked up to, their Instagram pages, you know, how have they styled this? What's an alternative to this piece?
Yeah.
And then the YouTube videos, you know, I used to watch a lot of how-tos and how to elevate your style. So that got me into it, you know. It's not just about the t-shirt is my size, medium, and chuck it on.
Yeah.
It's about the cut of it as well.
The cut of it, the way it, like, the silhouette of like clothes as well.
For sure. So back then, I was one of those people, and most people start off like this, is you don't know anything about baggy, and you hate people who wear baggy, and you and your family and your others surrounding you assume that, okay, it just doesn't fit him, it's too big. But now, skinny jeans are one of the most disgusting things. And I've got like a pile this tall of them from all the years. So it's not that they're ugly, it's just not the aesthetic anymore. You can wear them right, like
exactly.
There's no right or wrong again, guys.
There's a I don't know if you saw, but there was a video or like
I know what you're gonna say.
A reel from Wisdom.
I did.
He's like, oh, skinny jeans are shit. Yet he shows them how you can style it, which goes back to what you say. It's like sometimes you just got to wear it right, you know.
Exactly. You got to wear it right. I don't think it's for me anymore because I'm not in that aesthetic. Like I'm not gonna wear one of those country club type outfits with the jumper and you tie it around your neck. And so for me, the fitted / skinny jeans are just not my. It won't suit any aesthetic that I have.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a year I could wear it for some semi-smart outfit that I have to wear to a cocktail event, something.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing baggy is where it's at. You know?
It's like and you know, we don't know. Maybe it might, like the trend might lean towards skinny again in the future because that's kind of what happened. It's in the 80s, 70s. Had those flares, baggy as fuck, like really cool, and then they went to skinny, and then now we're back in a time when baggy is the shit, you know. And honestly, like, and that's another thing about fashion, it's always ever evolving, and that's one thing that it's like, that excites me so much about it. Someone in this world is always going to come out with some sick piece and is like, whoa, that's so cool. And sometimes there's those times when I look and I'm like, maybe that's just not for me. For example, that there was this post I saw where this guy made a collab with Nike and Lego, and they made like, it's, you know, those Lego man foots.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it has the space so you can actually like put it in the blocks or whatever. So it's a square shape, and it's like this.
Kind of like those mischief like red boots.
Yeah, but like really Cybertrucky, you know what I'm saying? Like all like no curvature, all like straight angles and shit. So Transformer shit. But yeah, it's like, you know, those things it's really cool to have, but personally for me, I just don't really fuck with it. Yeah.
So talking about evolution and you're excited for fashion, what's one trend you see that's going out, and what's one trend you see that's coming in?
Look, the thing is, I'm not really into fashion anymore, but which means maybe the things that I say could be completely bullshit. But one thing that's coming in and out, I think a trend that's slowly coming in is, I mean, it has always been something that's
what is it?
Like been coming out, but it's like guys wearing skirts. Like
really?
A friend of
really?
Not really a friend, but like an acquaintance of mine, he, you know, was into this like fashion god stuff, like stuff like that.
Okay.
And then he eventually I recently saw his pages, you know, and I see he starts wearing like these skirts or whatever, like past the knee, and you know, for me, it's not really my style, but I feel like as of time, like, goes on, that whole trend of like wearing skirts or like things that are out of the box. Okay, shit, maybe not out of the box, but things which are different. You know what I'm saying? And then a trend that I see going out is honestly, maybe even baggy. Like, in some
Really?
aspects, maybe baggy. Because,
God damn.
actually, don't really know. Actually,
I think I can kind of agree. For me, I think the top piece, like a t-shirt
Yeah.
and hoodies, what's really coming in is cropped. So a lot of
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah, my
guys,
bad. Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of guys. Of course, it's always been a thing for girls. I feel like.
Yeah.
But for guys, what's coming in is like crop tees,
Crop tees,
not
crop hoodies.
belly tees where it's like a girl and you can see the belly,
Yeah,
but cropped as in it's like just
at the waistline.
at the waistline.
Yeah.
And it like frays up like the
Yeah.
hem. I think that's really coming in.
It's like those Yeezy hoodies that Kanye made.
Yeah. So it's baggy, but it's short.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I think that's coming in. One thing that's going out, I feel like, is jeans aren't really worn as much.
100%.
like
yeah.
Cargos and sweats
Mm.
are more in. Like,
Starting to take over because
yeah.
like jeans have been around since like the 1800s.
I think
you know?
any sort of jean
Yeah.
is kind of, it's slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
It's slowed down a bit, I reckon. So
Because you can really see like how jeans became such a staple piece. Because I'm gonna say in a span of maybe 5 years or maybe 3 to 5 years, you can see how retail stores have adopted that kind of baggy jean look. Goes to show, Cotton On, they never had baggy jeans as like a as it because you have like straight skinny
Yeah.
and then you have like these slim jeans. But then I think maybe like 2 years ago I saw fucking baggy jeans, super baggy jeans. Like, where did these come out? You know, what I'm saying?
same as the others like H&M and whatnot.
H&M, Uniqlo's still a bit in their
It's
own
staples,
lanes.
yeah, they're in their own
so-
lane, essential lane. But also Zara, yeah.
Zara as well.
Zara, I feel like one store when it comes to like a bricks and mortar physical store, these are the shops that I always love going in.
Yeah.
So I like going in H&M because you never know what you could find.
Exactly.
I always had this misconception, H&M is cheap quality, it's shit. You know, it's fast, it's fast fashion, it's for girls.
Yeah.
But recent years, I really like H&M because firstly, you never know what you could find.
Exactly.
And they just have some unique pieces. So whether it's, you just want a basic gym t-shirt,
Yeah.
you don't have to think twice, just go and get that, print tee from H&M. Like,
Exactly.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Then second one, Uniqlo. So for good quality, lasting essentials that I could get away with wearing with anything,
100%
any day of the
Uniqlo.
week, any
100%
occasion.
Uniqlo, yeah,
Uniqlo,
yeah.
right? And also they have very good collaborations. Like, me, I'm the biggest fan of One Piece.
Oh,
They do a lot of
yeah,
One Piece
yeah.
or Cause collaborations. Daniel Arsham. So their collabs are really nice for people who are into pop culture. Then the third one is Cotton On. Cotton On / Factory, because I think they're the same like conglomerate kind of thing. Like typo.
Oh yeah, they are the same. Yeah.
So
yeah,
Cotton On and Factory.
Yeah.
They have like cool. I think Factory definitely has more Y2K stuff.
100%. Yeah.
And
I feel like that's kind of the purpose of that store though.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
Factory is supposed to stick to that specific like style.
Yeah.
Like Y2K and some sweats and like loungewear and stuff, but never into like that day beach kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
and then Cotton On as well.
Yeah.
Again, when we went last year after my motorbike crash and we hit up Cotton On and we both got full fits.
Oh yeah.
So again, like Cotton
I
On
remember
is,
that, yeah,
Cotton
yeah,
On is
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And I think one that I really love the most these days, even though it's slightly, compared to those, it's slightly on the pricier side, is Zara.
Zara, I've never shopped much at Zara, but I do hear from you and I see like a lot of things from Zara. For example, there was that one leather jacket that I saw at Zara.
Yeah.
And I still remember that day when we went shopping in Melbourne Central, was it?
Zara gets me so excited,
Yeah.
bro. Like, that city store, like,
Yeah.
we go in for one thing or we go in telling ourselves not to buy shit. But I just get on my, I get my panties in a twist,
Yeah.
bro. Because I want to buy everything from Zara.
Yeah.
They have really nice colognes.
Oh, bro, the clones
They-
are cheap, but they smell good as well.
And and their EDP, like Eau de Parfum, so like the long-lasting proper one. They have really nice footwear. Bro, out of all the other stores,
Even their footwear
they
is
have
really nice
footwear.
as well. Yeah.
All the other stores, they either don't have footwear or it's not good. So Zara.
It's because you
footwear.
showed me those crepes that I think you bought from Zara one day. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, they look like Yeezy.
Exactly.
Like 750 desert boots, was it? Yeah. I'm like, damn, they look really nice.
So Zara, definitely. I
Yeah.
love that one. I love that one.
In a stark contrast to you though, although I do love shopping at Cotton On and Uniqlo and stuff, I do find myself more lenient towards like
Online?
pre-love stores.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
back
about
then,
that. Yeah,
like
tell them.
thrift stores. So there's a few
100%.
spots that I know, like in especially like CBD area, like what's it called?
Get me excited about this.
Now that I think, I can't actually like name the
Retro
stores.
something? Retro Star?
Like Retro Star, Vintage Soul, Lost and Found. There's like
Market 7, what was it?
Market 755 or Market 775. I don't know. Top Floor Gallery that you showed me as well.
There's a few more. Like, what's that one we went on? Was it Boxing Day? We went upstairs and you saw those jewelry. Oh, that's not pre-owned, but
yeah,
that's not pre-owned.
but yeah.
The one store
Yeah.
that I got to tell you about.
What was
And
it?
guys, stay tuned for the Instagram. We're gonna do kind of a run through of our fits today.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through each piece because
Yeah.
we kind of wanted to do that Y2K thing today. And talking about the thrift store secondhand love, we will be doing a vlog coming up.
Yes.
So either next
Please
video,
stay tuned from that. Yeah.
either next video or the video after. Definitely between those two, we're gonna be doing a vlog.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll
Yeah.
be showing you those stores.
Yeah.
And yeah, one store, bro, which I just saw, I think 2 weeks ago for the first time.
What was it?
It's called Shag. So it sounds really goofy, right? But you go there and it's kind of this upscale vintage. It's a thrift store, but they hand select these items where it's not random shit you're gonna find like Savers. It's like the whole store fits this like one aesthetic. So they hand pick stuff, and it's really nice. I would say it's kind of upscale thrift. So it's not gonna be your normal $10 belts. Like you've got to be ready to spend $40-$50 on a belt.
On a piece or something like that, yeah.
But yeah, shout out to, if you know who you are, she put me onto that store. So
Damn.
I love that store. That's, I think, my favorite thrift store now.
Yeah. There's like a lot of like an underrated way of actually like discovering these stores that a lot of people don't know. These aren't stores that you just search up on the web. These are stores that you get through word of mouth.
Oh,
Through
yeah.
connections and people that you know, like hey yo bro, like there's this really cool pop-up of like this like specific like guy who makes clothes, and like Saturday there was another guy, there's a acquaintance again of mine. He went to New York City actually like recently. He connected with a shitload of people. He saw Denzel Curry live, like face to face with him and shit. Like
damn.
so he's very, very, very into like the whole like fashion scene, and like he'll tell me, like through word of mouth. There's a pop up in on Lonsdale Street. There's a pop up on Elizabeth Street. Like all these small things that gets passed through word of mouth, because those things you can't just like search it up and be
Word
like,
of mouth, or these small communities on Facebook or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where you can't go on Google and type it up.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's very underground, and that's better because it's like it's more of a community rather than out there.
And here's a question I've got for you. It's like, how do you feel about people that gatekeep shit and fashion?
It depends, because I kind of do that sometimes.
Same, bro. I can't do that.
It's like if I think that piece is so drippy,
I'm not gonna say
I
it.
don't, because I'm not trying to be a dickhead. It's just, if we all get on the same thing,
It's gonna weed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
exactly, it won't be there anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
So sometimes I don't like to tell. Of course, like my closest people, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
But any Tom, Dick and Harry, or any acquaintance, or like an entry-level friend, I wouldn't tell them.
Yeah.
Because first, when you start telling, it's kind of giving away your game, It's like when you explain to a girl,
Real talk, yeah.
I did this and I said this, so then we could kiss. You don't say that. Like, that's the game. That's the risk. So when you kind of give
Mr.
away
Rizzler.
Rizzler. So when you give away your game, people will be like, oh, okay. You know, this is one thought. They'll be, oh yeah, he just shops there. Oh, is that where he shops? Like, you're kind of exposing yourself.
Or it's like, if you give people the game, your game's over.
Exactly.
Pretty
Yeah, that's a
much.
good one. I'm more than happy to always buy it for them. Like, bro, if you want it, tell me. Give me the money. I'll buy it for you. I'll
yeah,
deliver it to my
yeah.
place and give it. All good. Like, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't always give the store away.
Yeah.
Because it kind of takes away that unique factor.
The uniqueness, because, you know, as I said before, if everyone starts wearing the same shit, then where's the like coolness of it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We all got to be unique. So,
Which is funny because for me, the way I do it, if someone asks me like, yo bro, where'd you get that? I like cover it up with like, I'm like, it's just like, hey, where'd you get those shoes?
no, but for real,
Yo, get a load of this guy.
No, but for real, where'd you get that from? Shit.
Yeah, I mean, on a serious note, they're like, I think gatekeepers, it's valid and not valid at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can actually like say it, if it's a really unique piece, fine, gatekeep it. But if it's like some sweat, you know, like sweats and casual wear, why the fuck are you gatekeeping that, bro?
It depends as well. Like, if you're an influencer, you have a following, a fan base who follow you for fashion
And
or
you have
something.
like sponsors or whatnot.
Like,
yeah.
say it. Like, people are following you for their
For
fashion.
that reason,
But if
yeah.
like if it's just us, like within mates or something, or someone you bump into at uni, like, we don't need to tell them.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's fashion. Yeah, it's for me. I feel like it was a blessing in disguise.
For sure.
Because who knew that the things that you wear can make you feel like a
Confident.
superhero? You know what I'm saying?
For
Like-
me, at least, when I'm going to the gym,
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeve is I want to make sure it is just the gym. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like people are gonna look at me, and I'm not there to make a conversation. I'm
Exactly.
just there to get my workout done and get out. But for me, I found, depending on how I like my fit at the gym,
Yeah.
I work out better, and I walk in with such a confident stride,
Really?
bro.
Oh, that's
Because if I have like some weird fit, which, you know, I don't feel comfortable. Imagine you have a tight fitting shirt and you need to do like cable rows or something, and it's just, you know, you've got to adjust it every time because it's not baggy enough, or if it just doesn't look right, things like that. There's many factors. But if I'm A, not comfortable in it, or B, if I don't look good in it, I actually don't feel comfortable in the gym. I won't feel
I see,
confident. I will
yeah.
just be like, oh, are they looking like...
It's like, yeah, subconsciously, you're kind of like conscious of what you're wearing, you know what I'm saying?
The main reason why, because let's say Jessica sees me in this drip, and then tomorrow she sees me at the gym with like the most basic rundown like, gym
Crusty,
outfit.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
gonna be like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, what happened to you, bro?
You were the, you know, Y2K dripster last night,
yeah.
and what is this?
Yeah.
Like freaking beach shorts and a wife beater with flip flops. So also to go with the aesthetic, your gym clothes, it's hard to match your gym clothes
100%,
into that.
yeah.
Because, it's hard to find athletic clothes in that way. But there are 100% you can do it.
There's I think the most recent like fashioning, if that's a word, or that like stylizing of like clothes for the gym is like Gymshark, you know, like they're like making clothes nowadays which feel like a streetwear brand, yet they're made for the gym, which I think is pretty cool actually. But I know you have a thing for people against like Gymshark or whatever, but
for me personally, I'm not a fan of Gymshark. I like it. I'm no hate against the brand itself, but it's for what it's become, and it's not the brand's fault.
Yeah.
But it's the people, it's the public.
Yeah.
Now you see freaking Keely wearing a Gymshark fully fledged head to toe outfit, and never has she entered a gym in her life. You know people like that just wear gym clothing, but they don't work out.
I think I've seen them around, but I don't know. Like,
it's an actual look.
I don't know them personally, but
That Lululemon look, but they've never gone to the gym.
Ah, I see.
Whereas
So, like,
Lululemon is supposed to be
poses,
pretty
yeah,
much, you know?
yeah,
You might wear a basketball jersey, but never have you touched the basketball.
exactly. Or like you can go around with a damn skateboard, but as soon as you turn that deck over and then you see them scratches, bro, you fucking pose it, bro.
So with the girls, please wear more. like Gymshark on girls. Gymshark, like the way they make the cut and the clothing and the fabric, it looks really good on girls. Like I'm not gonna lie. So I love that. But when guys are wearing the hoodie just to uni, like okay, bro, it's a gym thing. Don't wear it out in public thinking you're a macho man, alright?
Arnold Schwarzenegger up in here, bro.
So for the guys, I don't like it as much because to me it just looks like a normal outfit with the logo. It's not much.
Yeah.
Whereas for the girls, they specialize. Gymshark specializes in that cut, where I haven't seen in other athletic brands do for girls.
Yeah. I think with the way, you know, like our generation is going, fashion is just going to keep on getting better and better and better. Especially because this is what we see in our country. Imagine, because I know like in Asia, in Europe, there's like different styles, but like to think that the next trend-setting thing that comes out could be from any one of these places.
Anyone.
And it's like crazy to think.
Yeah.
It's like, it could be out of Asia, it could be out of Central America, it could be out of Europe. Fuck, bro, it can be from Antarctica, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about it. You're right, because most of these trends, they literally came from, bro, to the core, it would have come down to literally one person who made that trend.
Exactly.
So,
Or like,
let me try to think, what's a trend that people, randomly if I go to think, you know, Tupac, I can confidently say, brought beanies into the industry, you know?
or like bandanas kind of thing.
Sorry, bandanas, not
Yeah,
beanies, my bad.
yeah.
Bandanas. So there's things like that where one country, heck, even one person brings it to life.
Introduces something and then everyone starts wearing it, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Because I feel like that wife beater look, you know, with a white tank top, and that kind of must have come from Asia, I feel like.
I feel like, yeah.
But who knows? Who
But
knows?
then you see it a lot in like Hispanic kind of like Latin culture where like you'll see, you know, like tank. I mean, maybe it's just because like that's what's cheap and that's what's comfortable for them, but you can't deny that it's a recurring thing that
it is a fashion statement now, whether it's under your jacket or just heck by itself.
Heck, I'm even wearing a tank top right
Exactly,
now. You know what I'm
so
saying? It's like,
It's a perfect like first layer
yeah.
when you're feeling a bit hot. So
I think fashion nowadays is such a powerful thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Back then, people thought that you couldn't make a career out of fashion. Just and then it's only reserved for the people that have money or like look like literal like gods and goddesses. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's bringing power to the people and bringing power to like young kids who may need that kind of like booster of like confidence. Because you know, you and I have been there before. When we were growing up, we had fashion to help us. You know, like be into the people that we are today. So that's why I think your clothes are so much more than you think.
yeah, you're right.
And
100%.
yeah, just
100%.
So yeah.
Well, on that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed,
yeah,
because we are freezing out
we're
here.
freezing. It's like shit.
But we did like thanks to Ray, this is gonna be our second home here.
Yeah.
So apart from the studio and our
Yeah.
vlogs, of course, studio is gonna be number 1.
Yeah,
But this is gonna be our number 2.
yeah.
Just for the days which are on the warmer side.
Warmer side.
We thought even though it's cold, let's test it out.
Yeah.
And I think this is a really nice one.
It's a nice spot because we kind of want to separate ourselves from, you know, your A-lister podcaster in a studio.
Same place every time.
We want to change things up always the time, you know, ever changing like fashion, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows, maybe you might see us in a restaurant next time recording as we eat, or like we might have a
100%.
barbecue, or we might be on the mountainside on the
It's
couch.
just a matter of time.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, the next idea we have is, guys, Korean barbecue. Who doesn't love that?
Exactly.
So mukbang / podcast.
Yeah.
That's going to come up in
Where
the
we
next
talk,
3
exactly.
or 4 episodes as well.
So, and just to address, we have been out for like maybe a couple of weeks. You know,
Few weeks, I would say.
Few weeks. We
Yeah.
haven't really been uploading anything, and you know, we're not going to say we're sorry for that, just because this is our personal lives and
course.
stuff like that.
You know, life happens
and life happens. But we appreciate the people who always stick around and love our content. You know, we see those 7 subscribers on our channel, so
Thank you. Thank you, especially for the Instagram followers.
Exactly. Yeah.
If we just tease before we get to the next episode, But once we reach 100 followers on Instagram, we're actually doing a pretty nice giveaway.
Yeah. Pretty nice giveaway for any of you fashionistas out there that love your clothing.
Yes.
We can, you know, I can speak for both of us. This is a really sick piece.
Oh yeah.
Revenge, but yeah. But yeah, so
Revenge,
thank you
revenge.
so much. Yeah.
Thank you guys for staying tuned.
Stay tuned.
And
Hey,
we'll be the Flower Boy
Boy
Talks.
We out.
So whether you're black,
You're white
brown,
or Asian, be sure to check us out on our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, or we talk about anything, right?
we do. And be sure to check out the Instagram, because that's where we do behind the scenes as well as these fit checks.
And those features go hard, don't they?
They
You know,
do,
we
they
talk
do.
about dating advice,
Life advice,
fashion-related talk,
and just shit in general.
and just shit in general.
So I'm Jamie,
And my name is Rainier.
and we want to be your #1 podcast for when you get comfortable and cozy. So whether it's going on a drive
Going on a late night walk,
or help you go to bed,
we want to be that #1 podcast that you guys come to for anything that you like.
so thanks for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsor minajae.
Stay pretty like a flower, guys.
We be Flower Boy Talks. We are.
We out.